Greetings. My name's Morgan Titian. Welcome to the stream. So glad you guys can all make it. Oh, it's not a problem, Tinsara. Welcome, welcome. Starting from the top, thanks for showing up, Wineria, Day of Dodo, and Tinsara. Hey, Win. Thanks for stopping by. I also want to give a thanks to Stillborn Corpse for following off stream. Definitely appreciate it. And before we get started, yes, Dishonored on Thursdays. Perfect. I'm not sure if you were here last Sunday or not there, Win, but I did enable points through stream elements. And why is that mic still there? That shouldn't be there. There we go. So I just, anybody new that I see popping in chat, I start them off with 100 points. And you can use that for redeems such as Hydrate or my form change. And you can find all the commands right there. So yeah, if you do want to see me change into any of the forms, they're over there on the side. Just let me know. There is a redeem for it, and I can change into them lickety-split. That being said, yes, today we are playing Dishonored. We are going through the DLC content right now. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, we're going through the DLC content right now, playing as Dowd. We completed the main story mission, I believe, last week. And because it was the last mission and went through pretty quickly, we started the DLC. There are two different DLCs. The one we're doing right now is the first of the two. I think it's called Knife of Dunwall. So yeah, we'll be playing that. Just double checking here. I mean, obviously people are able to chat and it's not an emote-only mode, so we're good to go. Will take us over to the gaming screen. All right, so just got us on the load screen. It might not have saved everything completely, so I might have to do some quick debugging right at the start. But yeah, I don't think it's saved properly. Yeah, we don't got the proper save. So we just have to do the ending part of this mission again, basically. Refamiliarizing myself with the controls. Seems like every game is a little bit different. In this game, C is to crouch. Other games, Control is to crouch. And in yet other games, Alt is to crouch. Alright, that was 861. Did I not open this before? I didn't. I missed out on some loot before. Yeah, I believe the redeems right now only cost I think 10 points. They might go up in the future once people have some more points, but stuff like hydrate and I forgot what the first part of it was. Luckily, this game lets you guess. It was 8. Anyways, derailed train of thought, but long story short, we've got points, and you should be able to redeem some of them. These guys.
We're not done yet, assassin. What about the shrine?
Attacking lurk.
Tell me about the...
Damn! Guards! To me! Come here, lowlife! Take it! Get behind! No! We're not taking this one alive!
You're dead.
I need more men!
Oops, I'm hitting my head on the pipe. Whoops. That's an excellent start.
Jackass.
I was wondering why I wasn't getting the high jumps. Gotta watch out above your head if you're trying to do the cheese of jumping high enough to trigger the drop assassination. Well, this character does a lot of stealth as well. Like you could do stealth or non-stealth on any of the gameplay. It's just I haven't been very stealthy so far, so I'm just going in murder happy. That's not the area I want to jump over. There we go. Get that loot. So yeah, in Dishonored, there is high chaos and low chaos. Oh. 6, 7, 8. One there. High chaos and low chaos, which basically just translates to if you kill a lot of people or not. If you kill a bunch of people, you're in what's known as high chaos. A lot more rats are around, and generally people's attitudes are more hostile or antagonistic. If you go low chaos, which is like you rely on knocking people out, then I should probably coach.
What about the shrine?
Then generally things are a little bit better. But
You get off this time. I know you're here
I missed.
somewhere. Go for the alarm now.
And yeah, these overseers do not deserve to live.
I need more men.
Oh, you just blew up your ally. Big old alarm going off, and nobody cares because there's nobody around. I've killed everybody.
Thank you. Let's go. I'm worried they sent for the hounds.
And if they did? Can't quite make it up there.
It's a pleasure to watch you work. Feels like there's always more to learn about pain. Barrister Timsh lives up in the legal district. I know it pretty well. From what I hear, the Timsh family is practically at war with itself. Talk to his niece Talia if you can. I should probably tag along when you go. Crazy rich people are buying up a lot of that Sokolov security technology these days. Keeps the weepers and looters out. I might be useful.
All right. So I know from the last playthrough, I did
Let's go.
miss out on some runes and whatnot, but eh. Yeah, I know one of the runes I missed out on. I was locked up. I couldn't find the code for it, but I'm not too concerned about that. But I killed a lot of people. A lot of people. All right. So Delilah once painted portraits for barrister Arnold Timpsch, a corrupt aristocrat who uses legal powers to evict families from their homes and claim property for the Lord Regent, based on false accusations of the plague. Barrister Timpsch's niece, Thalia, hates him. She has promised to help you locate Delilah for a price. Meet with Thalia and find out what she knows.
As a young girl, Delilah was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. Years later, a painter in Sokolov Circle. Barrister Arnold Timpsch paid her to paint portraits. Him, I knew. A nobleman, born rich. And now he was making a second fortune, seizing the assets of plague victims for the Lord Regent. But Barrister Timpsch was also fighting a private war with his own niece. Something to do with the family fortune. Lurk was probably right. We needed to speak with the niece first. Her feud with the old barrister was something we could use. I got a message to the barrister's niece, and she claimed to know things about Delilah that no one else did. But the knowledge would have a price. I wasn't surprised. I went to meet her.
New upgrades available. All right. First favors. Definitely want the rune drop off. Whale oil. Probably don't need to spend 100 coins on. What do we want? What do we want? This round, I'm gonna try and go stealth. So, additional capacity is good. Range and reload, not as important. Not that I could afford them right now. Anyways.
One more body shouldn't matter, right? Talia should be waiting in Trevor's Close. It's an alley just past the Wall of Light. You'll know it by 3 whitewashed skulls.
There's one of those whaling ships that we learned about in the last mission. It's humongous. And that whale is actually still alive. That's how they harvest them. They keep them alive as long as possible. Subtitles for conversations I can't even hear.
I hear General Turnbull's coming to inspect. Going to make the whole city run like this.
It's about time.
Come on. Can you jump up here?
What was that?
What now?
Help! Eat metal!
Are you serious right now? So much for stealth.
You're gonna bleed, damn you!
Can he still actually see me? Is he bugged? Mine. As requested. Yep. I have 4 runes. Wow, a lot of strategic tips. Wait, no, I wanted to read it. Movement speed increase. That one is good. This one's fun. Okay. I don't have pull. Interesting. Not grabbing that yet. I'm gonna wait for some more runes.
Let's find that son of a hagfish. He won't stay hidden for long.
They're not finding me.
Oh, I'll find you.
Just have to wait for the alarm to be over.
I know you're here.
We'll find it. Keep your eyes open.
Look out. We got a prowler.
You don't see shit.
Got a prowler up loose.
Be advised. Founder of the Rothwild Slaughterhouse.
We got a prowler on the loose. Huh?
What? There's no way you see me from over there.
Ha! You little bastard.
He's calmed down now.
The heir to the throne, Emily Caldwin, is still missing.
Got a prowler up
Any
loose.
person with information that leads to her discovery will be granted a substantial reward.
Nice thing about this is while I'm holding it, time is stopped. A little bit cheesy sometimes, but I'll know immediately when one of them sees me.
Is under
It allows me to
lockdown.
get up
Any
here
unauthorized individuals
fairly
are to be
easily.
considered suspicious and confronted immediately with lethal force.
Look out. Got someone skulking around.
Easy way over.
Got a
I'm so used to the extra range that you get as Corvo.
prowler.
There we go. I think my next upgrade I plan to get is going to be the extra distance because it's so useful.
None of this would have gotten so bad if that damn fool Corvo hadn't
Look
killed
out.
the
We got
Empress.
someone skulking around.
I'm tempted to go back there and search for additional coins and stuff.
Ah.
because I do need money. Money is nice. Bone charms and a rune.
You're threatening the wrong person. If I were you, I would strongly consider leaving while you still can.
Really? Where do you live? Probably some mansion on Clavering, right? Come on, let's have it. Or I start cutting.
I'm telling you now, walk away. Go home. You're making him. Ha! I told you he was coming.
Get him, boys. Hey, come on, let's get this guy.
Hatter gang. Oh, oh my. Oops. Hold on for a second. There we go. I think I got a screenshot of that. That is hilarious.
Look at you, the master assassin. So you want to know about Delilah? Well, my uncle is bewitched by her, so we won't tell you anything. I require only two things. Get rid of my uncle, and bring me his last will and testament. In exchange, I'll tell you what you want to know about Delilah Copperspoon. And I'll pay you cold hard coin for your trouble. Come back to me when it's done. Let's meet at the docks when you return.
Alright, sure. Got yourself a deal, lady. Plus, coming to see if you gave me a chuckle. Yeah, that's good. Can't believe how perfectly they fell. We should go check up where these guys came from. Whoa. Oh, it actually fires straight up grenades. And I'm not sure if you noticed by my model movement, but in real life, I tried to dodge because I did not expect it to come shooting that close to my face. There yet.
What?
Emily Coleman is still missing. Any person with information that leads to her discovery
Must have been
granted
rats.
a substantial reward.
Who's that? Somebody with coin?
Nobody you need to concern yourself with.
Somebody,
crap.
give me a hand. Prop him up. Oh, gonna feed you to the rat.
Well, that's only one death. Not too bad.
I lost you. Get over here. Where'd you run?
Can they get up here? I don't think they can. That was rude. Man, these guys are like twins.
Someone's about to get shanked. Come on, spread out.
Oh, he's telling them to spread it.
It's just a matter of time, buddy.
That guy,
Hey, we're gonna find you.
unfortunate position.
I know you're here.
Get away.
I give up finding that rat bastard.
You're right to give up.
Someone's still prowling around.
Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me.
Definitely somebody. Watch it.
I don't know why they would just leave him alone like that. Where did the other body go? People keep stealing my bodies.
I'll move over here.
It's so rude. To-do list. Loot that one place. Get even with Craxton. Chauncey took that key we nicked from the watch as he's trying to loot some lawyer-type houses. We went camp burgling around the balconies and ain't come down yet. Better see what happened and get that key back. Brush my teeth this week. Well, that's probably a good idea. Oral hygiene is important.
Gotta keep my eyes open.
Alright. Try him over there.
Someone's still prowling around.
Yeah, it's me. I'm still prowling around. My coin now, what you gonna do about it?
Someone wants to get hurt.
It's actually been so long since I played this DLC. Forget about a lot of things. I don't like remember this map at all. Played the main game over and over and over again to get all the achievements. There's not really any achievements associated with the DLCs. There's a few, but they're fairly easy to get in like a single playthrough if you know what you're going for.
Someone's still around.
Someone wants to get hurt.
It's mine now. I thought you left it unattended. Rude way of...
What's going on over here? Yeah, someone's still around. Gotta keep my eyes. I got you.
This bastard up here. Die, you crusty bastard. Here we go.
Slippery as hagfish.
Where was that other one inside? I didn't
Someone's
see
about
him
to get
inside at
shanked.
all. No, not worth it using those.
Don't let him get past.
Anyways, the bone charmer's over there. I'm gonna go get it.
It's just a matter of time.
Taking random pot shots now. Is there a doorway up there? No. Yep, there. Yeah, there's probably so much loot I'm missing down there. I really want this bone charm. Oops. I almost went for quite the tumble there. Whoops. I released it instead of canceling it just there. Now. Page torn from an old manuscript, written in a scrawling hand. Cruel Nancy, take the world from her greedy hands. Lay it before the black-eyed groom. Cut sharp, cut deep, red drip drop. Last and least, burn it in the hearth of a lawless man. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a birthday treat. Granny. She creepy. I mean, might as well. Don't have anything else in the slot. The men I set out with are good sailors. No doubt half of them have cut their teeth on the rascally pirate ships spawned in the Circonan archipelago. Or they were, I should say. Half of them died before we sighted the broken red cliffs welcoming those who would visit the far continent, as it is called. Sickness, infighting, poisoned by a school, or one would say a flock, of small fish that fly over the waves like birds, landing in the hundreds across the deck. I can speech, I swear. Pricking any that touched with toxic quills, 2 thrown overboard by gusting demon winds. The quiet Tivian navigator simply dead in his bunk, wrapped in his white furs, eyes wide with terror. Man, I cannot read today. More died climbing the cliffs, and now, with but a handful, I stand looking across the greatest expanse of land that exists. My allies are frightened, for this is beyond them, and now their captain is dead too, stung by something that resembled a prairie mole, but reacted with great apoplectic outrage when handled. So it falls to me to lead them. Yes, 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 and yes. You're such a choffer. Charm. Legal district. Gotcha.
The heir to the throne, Emily Caldwell, is still missing. Any person with information that leads to her discovery will be granted a substantial reward.
Go over there. Things bonk in my head. You saw nothing.
Point you, whoever you are, and then I'll demonstrate your failings.
Ooh, demonstrate my failings. Tough guy. I didn't even realize he was in. Or rent. Where was that? Oh, charge. Water of life. I will take that. Powdered crystal too. Hey, buddy. Oh, you look tired. Why don't you have a nap? Cap, looks like the Hatters broke in and took the key to the legal district. Gonna knock some heads. Pete. Dead counter responsibilities. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting with the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. Mine. Stick that I don't need. Have a drink. Safe, no combo. I mean, that's super secure safe. Wow. Coin. Essentially coin, but copper wire. Coin. I hear a person. If whale oil is in such high demand, why did somebody leave some just sitting there?
Assassin! Get around him! Watch out! Flank him! Flank him! Stand clear!
Oh, can't believe you got me. Oop, you missed. Sucker.
Got you now! To arms! Get around him!
Oh, are you telling me I can't port out of here? Oh. Womp womp. That was stupid of me. Where am I? Oh, I was going for that bone trim still. Nobody sees anything. Wait. Bone trim was in here. Mine. We read that. Delete all of this. Good. Don't need to go over there anymore.
Captain locked up the legal district.
To the throne. Emily called.
The Hatters have been trying to get in lately. We don't need more burglaries.
Better keep his eye on the key then. Hatters are likely to come after it.
Well, it doesn't let you climb up when it should. Mine and mine. Equip both of those. I missed that last time.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse? Indeed, I believe so.
There's 2 guys in there. Come on.
People have the worst taste.
looting all the stuff. Because everybody knows everything belongs to me. A lot of empty bottles all over the place. Hydrate while I wait for this guy to walk around. There he is.
Better make a pass over here.
That's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Lick. Bunch of crap.
Come on, buddy. Can't wait for you forever.
Oh, stupid god.
Have a nap with him. Nighty night. Processed whale oil just sitting right there. Wasteful, I tell ya. There's even a whale oil tax.
Huh? Get around him! Flank him! Impossible. Call out think I can't hear you? You know you're somewhere around here.
They see nothing.
Keep skulking around. Call out if you see him. Can't stay forever. Next time we slit his gut open. We know you're here.
You don't know anything.
Got you now.
Oh, hi.
Help me out. Yeah, flank him. What was it? You know I heard now. Hey, you're being quiet. Heard that. I'll find you. I hear you, bastard. What happened? Let's find
I
you.
expect them to check that.
Help me look for him. Look around. Help me find him. Keep running. He's slippery. Check everywhere.
You slippery, check everywhere. Gonna find me like that. You're dead. Is there a note or anything? No? What did you fight and die from? Nothing in here. Huh. Curious. Yes. I don't see any bone trims or runes around here. do know there's a rune over that way. I don't think I saw anything over there. I'm actually going to go up around this way. Up here. That way.
The heir to the throne, Emily Caldwin, is still missing. Any person with information that leads to her discovery will be granted a substantial reward.
They can't see me from over there. Rune. Oh, it's behind it. Okay. 2 out of 7 whole runes. I did say I was going to get Blink as soon as I got the 4th rune, though, because extra distance makes a huge difference. Have a good stream. Have fun. Have back work. Yeah, no problem, Tinsara. Thanks for stopping by as long as you could. And hey, Zathy. Apparently I somehow got the game in full screen mode. There we go. I went to tab out to say hi to Zathy. It minimized everything. Whoops.
Look out. We got someone skulking around.
Dude over there.
Sir?
What is it?
I just wanted to say, congratulations on getting your own squad.
Indeed.
No, stupid goddamn.
Shouldn't we have more men, sir? I heard the Hatters claim this block.
We're the Watch, fool. You're worth any 5 of those street filth. Try to remember that.
Oh, he got called a fool in front of his boss.
We gotta
And I'm going to the legal district. Oh, I think Tinsara's already gone, but something that I forgot to do. If it'll let me type. So Tinsara also does streaming. They do a lot of old school games, much like I did back on Sunday. But they are very close to affiliate. So I figured I'd give them a shout out if anybody is kicking around and wants to go give them a view or a follow. I'm sure that they would much appreciate it.
Scout up ahead. Try to find out where Timsh is.
There's an equipment stash on the rooftops nearby. We've been anticipating doing a hit on Timsh for some time.
I know. Half the city wants him dead. We'll earn some gold on this one. I'll meet you up ahead.
Poof. Okay, that was by chance. Don't need adrenaline. Gotta be perfectly honest here. Don't need it. He says,
around nearby. He won't say who he is or what he's doing, but I locked him up just to be safe. He seems familiar to me. Reminds me of someone who used to do business with Timsh, but I'm not sure.
Good work, Simmons. Now that that's handled, we can move on. You got the orders from Timsh, right? What's the next address?
Crow's Court off Brambley Street. But there's a problem, sir. The Forrestalls live there, and their kids used to sneak us food at the back door. I know it's the job, sir, but it's awfully hard seeing them turned out like this. They don't even have the plague. I've been there last week.
Excellent. Simmons, you'll show me this back stoop and we'll go in that way. Start tallying the place up. You've given us the tactical advantage. We'll get Timsh's money.
wow.
But, sir,
I'll put it another way. You think I care which door we kick in tomorrow? The next day? Behind each is another useless pack of aristocratic sots and their precious offspring. And I don't care if they all end up mudlarks.
sir, they've been good to me.
Simmons, before I worked for Barrister Timsh, I was dredging out the real Weeper dens. You ever done that? Ever broken down a door and bathed in that stench? Fought housewives with blood on their faces, swinging at you with a piece of broken furniture. Other times it's just rats inside, hundreds of them, stripping some drunk to the bone. Maybe you'd like to be transferred to my old squad.
No, sir. Certainly not.
I used to call myself brave, Simmons. Till I saw a man lose a fight with a pile of rats. So when Barrister Timsh says all I gotta do is rough up a rich bastard, cuff him a few times till he stops talking about his rights, I jump at the chance. I cry with happiness. You understand me?
Yes, sir. We'll approach from the back stoop. They won't be alarmed when they see me.
Right. Good man. It's them or us. No room for heroes in the time of plague. You just do your job and I'll make sure you keep this posting.
Wow. Real scumbag right there. Coach is mine. I'm gonna knock you out.
It's Dowd, isn't it? You wouldn't be in this district unless you were after Timsh's head.
Maybe.
What do you want?
Revenge. To do to Timsh what he did to me. I want him homeless, a victim of one of his own eviction documents. I've prepared one, complete with the forged signature of the Lord Regent.
Ooh.
Please, go to my old apartment. It's right next to Timsh's estate. Here's the address, but I doubt you can get inside from the streets.
That's not a problem.
There you'll find my journal, which contains the entire plot and everything you'll need. But you're a businessman like I once was. I don't expect you to do this for free. If you do go to my apartment, you'll find something stashed there. Consider it your payment in advance.
Done. Timsh is a scumbag. Yeah, these walls of light are annoying. Serious right now? Couldn't get up there from there? Jesus. Cool. Timch is vigorous for a man of his age. He's known to keep himself armed with a sword and pistol, even in his own home. He's been observed to be generally restless and mobile, pacing throughout the building from his bedroom to the top floor to the lobby of the law office on the ground floor. Timch keeps his mother's will in a chest in his office on the 3rd floor. Front door leads into law office's lobby. Space is 2 stories high, with balconies overlooking the lobby floor. Buffering, apparently. Bitrate seems low. Hopefully it clears up. If I have to restart the stream, I might just do that. Interesting. Well, I'm going to continue hoping it continues to work. Might just be my end. I'm not entirely sure. The second balcony on the facade, glass doors, leads directly to Timch's office. Top floor balconies on the right and left of the building, easy access. A back door leads into a basement. It is kept locked, but a key was easy to find. A dumbwaiter accessible in the basement connects all the floors, but it's a one-way trip. Once you get out, the panel shuts and the platform returns to the basement. Timch carries a key with him. Any important chests or cabinets are locked with it. A side room on the top floor is also mysteriously locked. Seems to be an art studio. An apartment near Timch's estate has rooftop access to the waterfront district. Cool. Give me all the stuff I can carry.
He's in the lobby, explaining his little system.
All right. And in I go. Ugh, gross. Such a gross face. That was mine. I didn't even have to search for it. I just heard it. Roland's journal. So, Timch thinks he's invincible because he carries a letter from the Lord Regent giving him legal immunity from the estate, seizing his goods in case of plague. He carries it everywhere, like a talisman. But he's also drafted the instrument to his own destruction. The document he uses for evictions is a generic form drafted by the office of the Lord Regent. It was trivial to acquire a blank one. Acquiring a forgery of the Lord Regent's signature was less easy, but thankfully some of my old connections are still loyal. Now, all I need to do is swap the 2 documents. Getting close enough to Timch to do it won't be easy. I may need help from a professional. Once that's done, the fool just needs a push to go down, and that's the second part. Inside Timch's basement, there's a device that circulates air in the building. If some material happened to find its way into the device, the building would reek like a weeper's den. I had to be particular about the actual material, as I do not wish to infect the guard or servants with the plague and cause needless suffering. The unsavory gentlewoman living in Unit 10 has offered to provide the odorous item and a sturdy sack to contain it. She craves my rune in exchange, so I'll be forced to part with it. She has given me a key to her unit so I can go and get the sack when I'm ready to make my move. Well, it's my rune, my key, and eventually my sack now. Let's check. Another rune in there. Right. another room way over there. Can't make there yet. This one was a father. He sired 6 of 3 mothers. He drowned one of them, but it was not his fault. One day, the child's grandfather discovered what happened, but the old man did not agree with that assessment. This one worked so hard, he broke off both his hands. When he was of no more use, they threw him out. His mother cared for him until she died, after which he turned to begging. Then he died. This one liked to carve wood. Once he carved a small whale. He spoke to it and kept it in his pocket. Its grains knew all his secrets, just as I do. This one was a teacher. She used to teach the children about the black-eyed one she saw in her dreams. No one knew. But then one of the children went into a trance and began to cry her name. Then the overseers came. This one was born to a wealthy family. He stayed out in the countryside because it was the only place he could see the stars at night. He was never educated, so he did not know what they were. He used to pray to them. Sack is mine.
I've always wondered, what does he smell like? Rotting flesh? Wild flowers? Does he ask you questions? I wonder when he'll speak to me.
Probably won't.
Here's one last lesson, for old time's sake. The barrister was a champion at finding his enemy's weak points, but he didn't see Delilah as a threat until it was too late. No one's watching Delilah now except you. And me, of course. I see everything. I see forever. And right now, I see a man walking a tightrope over a sea of blood and filth. The Empress is dead, and the water's rising. You left a mess on the killing floor, Dowd. I guess you know by now these things have a way of catching up with you. But maybe you're past caring. You'd better hurry. You're running out of rope.
Ooh,
You were
ominous.
in a daze. I hope it was enlightening.
It was enlightening. Got an escape route through here. When pretty Emily woke one day, she saw the world in a different way. Her eyes now looked with the stranger's guile, her dainty mouth smiled a stranger's smile. Her hands now worked the stranger's wrath, her feet now walked a stranger's path. Emily fed, another grew stronger, the stranger's cravings drove her onward. And no one who looked on Emily's face ever guessed who ruled in Emily's place. Screw you, Delilah. Creepy.
Who are you?
I understand your curiosity. I'm strange. I was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. A friend to Jessamine when we were girls. Then afterward, I made my name as a painter. Now, I'm obviously something much greater. I hope that satisfies you. Because you won't get more. I ought to just kill you. But I'm going to give you a warning. for the sake of my sisters, who were very impressed with you once upon a time. Stay away from me. There are great changes coming, and I'll expect you not to interfere. I have influence in places you won't expect. But as for Arnold Timpsch, do what you want. I won't hold a grudge. I'm done with him.
Is that who you were looking for? Well, she's a bit of a bitch. And the artwork's hopeless. I know you have your reasons.
Yep. I was just gonna say that warning of stay away from me without the follow-up demonstration that she can actually follow through with any of her threats definitely seemed like something out of desperation. Mine. I hear that rune. Don't suppose. Yeah, I need a master key. Barrister Timpsch, I'm afraid I cannot in good conscience remain your mother's physician. The way you repeatedly deny her access to practices which could potentially restore her lucidity is nothing short of a death sentence, and I wish no part of it. Good day to you, sir. Dr. Partridge, in a pear tree. Both mine. And those. Balcony. Scout job here. That room there that I know about. And I saw a bone charm icon somewhere. Where'd he go? Oh, there it is. Downstairs. Let's put this up. If this is the dumbwaiter. Hopefully I can search and loot this place before Timpsch comes circling around, because he's kind of locked in a cutscene downstairs right now.
Huh?
Whoa!
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
Don't have any wiring tools? Oh, there's Timpsch.
I know you're here.
Nice work. He's gone.
Where are you? Check everywhere. I know
I
you're
thought he
here.
was supposed to be locked in a cutscene right now.
We'll find you. Coward got away. I know you're somewhere around here. Okay, you. Idiot, time to chat.
You saw
When I find you, it's going to be
nothing.
bad.
Probably expensive.
We know you're here.
got his key. And I also swapped out that document.
You got lucky this time.
Scott, do we really need that alarm device in my office? It's ugly, the colors clash, and the cables marking up the woodwork. I am positively certain that the way it's being attached to the floor will cost a few thousand coin to mend. Wow. What a dick. Nothing but empty box. Staff. Barrister Timsh was complaining about squeaking in these doors, so they've been removed until the repair order comes in. Please don't throw anything down the shaft or do anything childish. Management. I don't think I can blink all the way down there without taking a whole whack of damage.
Okay, someone get over.
Okay, why did that not let me get up there?
Who sent you? Killing me won't solve anything.
Don't think you can actually see me up here.
I'll flush you out.
The AI makes them look in the direction of the player, even if they can't actually see the player.
Indeed.
That's strange. Timsh doesn't name himself the beneficiary in the will. He's giving the inheritance to Delilah.
I'll find you.
Evictions list.
Ran off, coward.
Want that war plaque.
Check under everything. Keep your eyes open. He could be back.
We know you're here.
Passed away. A memorial service for this hero of the state will be held on the first day of the month of rains.
Oh, nope.
Firing.
Ah, he still got me with that.
Guards, to me. Get around him. Stand clear.
Ow! Shot me in the back.
Now what? I need more men. I know you're here somewhere, scum.
I'm not anywhere. You can't prove it.
I know you're here. Where are you? See something?
We've got a prowler on the loose.
Find you.
Serious right now?
We got a problem.
It's just...
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Six out of 7 runes found. I'm still missing a rune. The only other thing I can see is bone charm. Home, 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 home. I'm going to flush them out of the building.
Look at this shirt. That's Tivian silk, I'll bet you.
Barrister Timps can afford nice things. He works for the Lord Regent.
Doing what?
Anyone taken away with a sickness. He does all the legal details. Makes it proper.
Doesn't seem fair to lose all your things like that.
Moonshine. Oh, there we go. So stealth and with weapons out.
Lawyers know these things. Maybe they give it to children.
Ugh, what is that horrible smell?
I don't know. It smells like something died in the circulator. Let's go out back and wait for it to clear up.
Let's see this.
We've got a prowler on the loose.
What is that horrible... I can barely breathe. Oh, General Turnbull. Yes, I was expecting you. Please come.
Ah, Timsh. It smells like a weeper den. I thought we were secure.
Shut up.
And we are. The neighborhood is swept 3 times a week.
Barrister Timsh!
Please, call me Arnold. We're friends. Here, this will clear things up for you. The Regents arranged it. By the way, I don't think I ever got your first name.
What is this? Is this a joke?
I am not sure what you find funny about it.
Barrister Timsh, this is a letter from the Lord Regent dated a month ago, stating that your building is to be seized by the state immediately due to massive infection outbreak, and that your personal assets are forfeit if you do not comply immediately. A month ago? Are you showing me this to try to convince me that you're above the law?
What? Let me see that. This isn't possible.
Barrister, I am afraid I am going to have to take you into custody. And if I or any of my men contract the plague because of this visit, I'll see that your head rolls.
No. This isn't the right document. This...
Get him out of here before he starts bleeding from the eyes. And secure this court. It's under quarantine.
Yes, sir. He fainted. Now what? I don't want to touch him. What if I get sick? I'll just wait for him to wake up.
Don't look at me. I don't get paid enough for this.
There. Bastard got what he deserved.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Time to finish looting this guy's place. The Young Prince of Tibia. Theater play. No, I'm not reading out a theater play.
Can't say I like that.
Excuse me. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. In the back corner with you.
Someone's supposed to be on duty.
These guys are dumb.
What's going on there?
Nothing? I thought someone actually saw me. The Academy of Natural Philosophy. Squatting at the edge of Dunwall, the Academy of Natural Philosophy is an ancient educational institute, bustling with young students and old philosophers, alchemists, cosmologists, and vivisectionists. The best minds from across the Isles gather there to study all of nature, including the human corpus, the celestial heavens, and the physical universe. No one is allowed inside except esteemed members and the few students accepted each year after a long and arduous application process. Those living nearby can only puzzle at the exotic shipments seen coming in from the river and passing through the back doors, or wrinkle their noses at the odd smells that emerge from the smokestacks atop. Royal Physician Anton Sokolov is currently the head of the academy. Yeah, good for Sokolov. I kidnapped his ass as Corvo. Close that door just in case. There's nowhere for me to hide, is there?
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Indeed, I believe so.
Yes, go through the door.
Nobody's making rounds over here?
Or not.
What happened? Whacked in the head? Oh, I'll find you. Oh, I'll find you. I know you're here somewhere, scum. Where are you?
Okay, who just saw me? All three of them saw me. How?
I know you're here. When I find you, it's going to be bad.
I don't think, yeah, that's gonna happen actually.
Oh, I'll find you. Oh, I'll find you. When I find you, it's going to be bad. Do you think you're being quiet?
Yeah, I think I'm being quiet. Here, you take a seat right there. Perfect.
I know you're here somewhere, scum. I know you're here.
Apparently they all know I'm here.
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
You don't know Jack.
Oh, I'll find you. Okay, now I hear you. Where are you?
That's not how you use a chair.
When I find you, it's going to be bad. I know you're here. I hear you, bastard.
You saw nothing. Read a book. Oh, I almost missed these 2 coins. just looks gross. Kitchen. The tomatoes in yesterday's dinner were overcooked. You know how much I hate overcooked tomatoes. I like them crisp with that mushy consistency. Am I clear? Please don't ruin my dinner again. Captain Scott Blossom. Wow, what a special snowflake. Place the items you wish to deliver on a tray. Use the dial to select the floor, with 1 as the law offices and lobby, 2 as a smoking lounge and library, 3 Timsh's office, and 4 as a dining hall and bedroom. Pull the lever and the platform will go up. When it reaches that floor, for a bell will sound to notify the staff on that floor. Once the load has been removed from the platform, the machine will automatically lower it back down. If you activate the dumbwaiter without selecting the floor, it will default to 1. Please do not ride on the dumbwaiter.
Where are you?
There's a bone trim way over there you can't remember about.
Look sharp. We got a prowler.
No such thing. Ooh, I enjoy that. Note from a lawyer. A. When are we going to get a secretary? Never find any of the documents filed by J and S. Doesn't seem to file anything. This place is turning into a vortex of disorganization so big you could ride a whale into it. Oh, wow. Sucks be you. Yoink. 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 Note to Gerwin. I understand your concern about security, but I trust the security of a key hanging from my own belt, not a combination lock. A combination lock can be guessed, cracked, or bribed, but with a simple lock and key, the contents of my archives remain safe. As for lockpicks, a fable. Never known such a thing to truly exist. Have you? Yeah, why do lockpicks not exist in this game like every other stealth aspect does? Note from a lawyer. S. I suggest you do some research into cases concerning similar acts of arson. I don't think your client has a case, but if you confuse the issue enough with terror tales, the jury might just vote with their hearts rather than their heads. That's what Timsh would do, I trust. J. I don't know why they don't put full names and just put initials. The City Barrister. With the keen-minded barristers of the legal district have always played a vital role in the health of the capital city of Dunwall and the empire of the Isles at large, the dreaded rat plague has elevated the desperate need for their services. With so many disputes related to abandoned estates or entire industrial companies left leaderless after the deaths of everyone in the controlling family, shareholders and investors, and even workers themselves, are often in need of the post-mortem legal advice and guidance that can only come from scholarly men such as Arnold Timsh. We are all in their debt. Thus, there is no surprise in the Lord Regent's recent appointment of Timsh to be the newly created position of City Barrister. Among Timsh's responsibilities is serving as liaison to the dead counters of the City Watch. Once the plague has been found in a home, or once it has devastated a business, it falls on Timsh to divvy the assets left behind, awarding them to the state if no one survives with legal claim to the funds or property. This is, of course, not a light matter. Therefore, it falls to one above moral question, and that man is Barrister Arnold Timsh. With regard to more personal matters, it is true that Timsh is not a great socialite, as some have noted. However, in recent seasons, his niece Talia has made headway toward correcting this, throwing lavish parties and earning the favor of some of Dunwall's great families, including the Boyles. To date, young Lady Talia is unwed, and though several times there have been rumors of impending marriage, all of these thus far have been proven to mere social gossip. Also unsubstantiated are the absolutely false whispers of conflict between uncle and niece, no doubt spread by those ill-tempered and ill-bred louts who are jealous of the rising Timp's name. 10 of Skulls. I do not know tarot very well, so I cannot speak to what that is. I'm not singing a song for you guys. Nope, nope, nope. Open right out of that. A whole lot in this office. Several toilets. There's toilets, guys. Nothing to loot in this room, apparently. I mean, yes and yes, but nothing for you to worry about.
What was that? 2 worms! Let's feed them to the... Warning! Call out if you see him.
Ow! Not expecting.
Down! I'll find you.
Stay up there.
I'll find you, you hagfish. Here, you bastard.
You hear nothing? You see nothing. I think I'm just about done. I don't think there's much else for me to do. Not here, at least. Listen to this, I guess.
Mother, this is Arnold. If you happen to awake him while no one is present, I've prepared this for you, to remind you of recent events to help clear your mind and put you at ease. The plague has ended. I have married and will become Prime Minister, just as you always wanted. My sister and brother are both here and doing well. Your last will and testament has been written. We all love you, Mother. Now go back to sleep. Rest. Everything is fine.
Oh, what a scumbag. Well, right before I go, just about to go, but I remember there's a bone trim over there somewhere that I need to grab. I think actually the quickest way is to zip up through here.
Write to her again. She has to see reason.
I'll admit, I didn't think the arrest was going to work. I guess that's why you're calling the shots.
Friggin' rights it is. Phone chan, right there. Spirited, huh? Potions give you marketing 1 mana, not super necessary. Yep. Oop. Forgot to take my hand off W to move forward, so it didn't stop time like I thought it would. Whoops. Waterfront District. Remember correctly, I still have one more. Oh. Have a good night, Zathy. There we are. Could have gone through that one the entire time. Where is this last rune?
I saw Talia. She's waiting where she said she'd be.
Still missing. Any person with information that leads to her discovery will be granted a substantial reward.
A death for a death.
Kill him is what I say. Dowd's a legend. We won't take chances. Not a chance. After what he did to Bundry, he's gonna beg for death before he goes. They say assassins don't...
What are you doing?
More than the butchers and workers in here, keep a lookout. If I get another chance at this guy, he's fish bait.
Interesting. Really want to take these guys out.
Check under everything. I'll feed your heart to the...
I'm not gonna feed my heart to anything. I'll take this swim. Oh, no hagfish at all? I'm surprised and impressed.
The barrister's enemies caught up to him. He's in custody as a plague victim. Here's the will as agreed.
That'll do nicely. Perhaps better. But you were promised information. Well, my uncle came under Delilah's spell. He was obsessed with her. Everyone knew she'd been a servant at the tower before she studied under Sokolov. She was a painter, an artist. Beneath my family's class, for certain.
Wow, stuck up.
My uncle became infatuated. But he looked older. He made us keep candles lit all night. He was afraid of the dark. One night we all went to Waverly Boyle's for a seance. It was an amusement. We didn't know what we were doing. I thought only the dead appeared at seances. But suddenly Delilah was in the room with us. My uncle nearly died of terror. She was there, but not there. We saw her as if she was very far away, standing in the old Brigmore Manor, painting at an easel, painting a name. It was your name, Dowd.
Spooky.
That's all I know. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Well, what I would really like is to get that last rune that I missed. I guess that's not gonna happen.
Timsh is ruined. He'll rot in Coldridge Prison if they don't send him to the flooded district. It's poetic, I suppose. Maybe I was wrong about you, Dowd. Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Let's go home.
Yeah, I only found 6 out of 7 runes. Still in high chaos, because I did kill a few people. Oops. Didn't kill any civilians. And I did get the majority of the money. Nice. Delilah is a powerful witch who leads a coven that has moved into the ruins of Brigmore Manor. You return to your hidden base in the flooded district to plan your next move.
Jessamine Caldwell's hands were all that was holding this city together. With her dead, the city was a fast disintegrating web of guardsmen, overseers, nobles, weepers. Maybe this was the world the outsider was trying to show me all along. For years, I'd held together a shadowy band of ex-mercenaries, street kids, and refugees through discipline and a bit of black magic. On the fringes of a city that ate up innocence and weakness. Maybe today was the end of that small world. I thought of Jessamine Caldwell's hands shuddering as she lost her grip on life. Whatever doom was coming, I deserved it. My people didn't.
No favors. Boot stealth is nice. Range is good. Reload is good. And I'll grab improved armor. Get one more upgrade. I'll exit and save the money for later.
Master Dowd, we've been attacked by overseers. The base is lost. The men are scattered, some captured by the overseers, and the leader is in your chambers as we speak. If we can regroup and take out their leader, I believe we can still drive them back.
I want to know how the bastards found us in the first place.
Meeting Dowd. Another stinking mouth. That's what my mother said. A mouth that needed feeding for years on, then would sass her every time it opened. First words I can remember her saying that. When she drunk for so long that her eyes stopped working for good, drunken ocean it seemed to me, I left the patched up shack we called home. But before heading out, I remembered all of the times she put her hands on me or thrown something at my head. The night she'd rushed at me like an ox and sent me down the back stair. All the times she told me I was just another stinking mouth. Last thing I heard was her cursing me from her bed, cursing the blind dark. Running with my pals, we had to stay sharp to make sure enough coin to keep from enough coin to keep from starving. Same story across the aisles. Not the biggest kids, but sometimes the smartest and the meanest when we needed to be. The only way to stay off the back alley mattresses. Not desperate enough to go out on the drain flats with the mudlarks, so it was a knife for us, trying to catch the eye of the hatters or the boys from Bottle Street so they'd take us on. But when a dandy from Serkonos stepped down from his polished coach and cracked my dear Deirdre's pretty head and left her twitching and dying in the muck, I snapped off one of the wooden gazelles on top of that coach and drove the splintered end into his eye as deep as it would go. Last I saw of Deirdre, she was still, eyes wide to the gray sky. But now, I like to remember her with a smile, laughing from the void at the one-eyed dandy with the gazelle coming out of his head. No one would take me after that. City Watch made a full sweep once a week for months, trying to catch me. Even the Grand Guard came from Karnaka, down in Serkonos. Seems the dandy's daddy, was the Duke of Serkonos. I was too much trouble for my friends from the old neighborhood. Anyone who saw me tried to drive me away. They threw rocks to get me to leave, or tried to get a bag over my head, hungry for the reward. Even the gangs cursed me on sight. Billy's bad luck, they'd say. Hexed. She'll make it bad for all of us. You may think you know what loneliness is, but I can tell you, you don't. By late in the month of harvest, I had a hate inside me that would have choked most. Then I met Dowd. It was early in the dark morning, the only time I could go out. Walking the streets of the legal district, I saw them up ahead, 3 who looked like boys from the City Watch, but dressed out of uniform. They were out for blood and coin, running some kind of murder racket, waiting on a drunk barrister to stagger out of the bar at just the right time. I didn't see him at first, but in the flicker of an eyelid he was on them, out of the cold night air. He used a single blade, nothing else, and it only touched each of them once, at the left side of the throat. Their blood splattered and steamed on the cobbles. Quick movements, an occasional grunt. Dark hair and the glimpse of a long scar down his face. When it was over, he made for the rooftops. I'd never seen the like of it, so I followed. I could have stayed and looted the poor bastards left bleeding. Could have eaten for a month, most likely. But this seemed bigger, so I tried to stay up with him. Tried to stay hidden without losing sight of him. All across Dunwall, into the wrecked and ruined parts. He crossed into what I could tell was his territory. Hidden sentries in odd masks. I thought I'd seen everything in the city, all the gangs, but this was something else. Clinging to the roof tiles and watching from behind chimneys, I watched. Then I followed him into an old building. Inside was all gloom. Rotted carpets and desks full of rat-eaten papers. Paintings ruined by the wet. There were weapons and practice dummies. Men lived here in secret, training with knives and crossbows. I lost track of him and continued to explore, but I was a fool. He'd known I was following and came up from behind. When I saw him, I froze, waiting for him to speak. You followed me, found this place, and now you're not begging or running for your life. There's nowhere to run, I said, and I'm not very attached to it, to tell the truth. He came close and looked me right in the eyes, trying to see some light inside that would tell him my story. You think you're already dead inside. I'll give you something to live for. You'll fight for me and kill people like the ones who've hurt you. I just nodded, feeling relief for the first time in months. That's the story of how Billy Lurk met Dowd, the assassin. It's lootable. Perfect. Got a lot of stuff to go find. Okay.
Brother Hugh took the initiative.
You mean he saw a chance for personal glory and acted prematurely?
Careful. Your careless words will bring us both down.
You worry too much. Huh? By the outside.
Probably rats.
Present yourself.
Could the city get any worse? Never doubt it.
When I find you, but you gonna just leap away, did you?
What's going on there?
Start!
Did not realize that there was a guy with the music box there. At that point, I probably should have switched my pistol, but whatever.
Brother Hugh took the initiative.
You mean he saw a chance for personal glory and acted prematurely?
Should we gather for whiskey and Wars tonight? Never doubt.
Careless words will bring us both down.
You worry too much.
I don't care about going into high chaos. These guys deserve it.
What the?
You were supposed to disappear.
This one's done. There isn't any fight left in him. No wonder they keep to the shadows. They're nothing in a stand-up fight.
How many shots shots does one guy take? Holy crap.
I need more men. Die.
Lost it. Where'd he go? Where are you?
We know you're here.
Cut the rope. My hands are tied. Thank you. I'll wait for your word.
God, I put so many bolts into that guy. Please log this superstitious artifact. It was found in one of Dodd's men in a training area with the Commerce Building. There should be a crate in the temporary headquarters for items of this nature. Deposit it there after you create a log entry for it. Overseer Marcus. Well, no. You don't get that.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Yes, of course.
That stealth assassin ability is just so powerful. You don't have to worry about them finding bodies if you take them when they're unawares. Reading the Whalers. I've already read that one, I know. It's all the same books as... Can't just climb up there, can I?
Will you be leaving the city during the fugue? This year? Yes, yes. Remind the overseers of that Dowd is an aging who has deluded his followers for years.
Yes, sir. I just hate the stink of this place. But you are right, of course.
Inform the men we'll wait for Dowd to show. Call for a message. I have to get this letter of our victory to the office of the High Overseer.
Yes, sir. And congratulations on your victory.
What? Your victims never saw you. So much for the legend. I thought the great Dowd was a master assassin.
Grim. Overseer Pike. I've taken the Commerce Building, a temporary headquarters that has been set up in a nearby structure. My men are dealing with a number of captives that should prove to be very informative. We have achieved a total victory here, catching the enemy by surprise. The plans for a larger coordinated assault were obviously unnecessary. I am confident that Dowd will show himself and will be in our custody shortly. Overseer Leonard Hume. Well, you're dead. So, sucks to be you. Yeah, I read that one last time as well. Where's that last guy that was over here? wonder where he went. There was another guy down here. Huh. Really? Can't climb up that? Come on now. So many books.
For the last time. Our sisters where it
Oops. Missed that one. Alright, at least it saved at a decent spot.
for the last time. Where is Dowd?
I almost fudged that again.
Talk or die, scum. It's all the same to me. Where he's hiding. Your life ends at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Someone get over here!
Had to save it. What? Wow, he can just push me straight off from that far away.
Where'd he go?
Let thy hands not be restless. Reveal yourself.
Thank you. I'll wait for your word.
Will you be leaving the city during the Fugue Feast this year?
What was that? I need more men!
Disappear yourself, come out. We both know you're weak at heart.
Let's see who's hiding about. All right,
check
a
under
severe
everything.
cleaning might be in order.
I'm not hiding. I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh, I actually need that. There we go. It's all about speed.
When I find you, it's going to be bad.
How could we let him get away?
Where is he? I'll...
Oh, I'll find you.
They saw me there. Ow.
Present yourself. Don't fit me fine. To the house.
Let thy hands not be restless.
So, how's chat doing? I'm currently trying to wait for this to cool off. Getting way too impatient for this, apparently.
All right, where is
I know
he?
you're here. I know you're here somewhere, scum.
When I find you, it's gonna be bad.
yourself up. Come out.
Damn it.
We both
Someone's
know
down.
you're weak at heart.
Damn it, someone's down. You just saw him get shot.
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
Let my hands not be restless. Reveals a second. A body. Someone will pay for this.
You just commented on that.
Bad. Oh, I'll find you. Okay, we know you're here. When I find you, it's gonna be bad. Keep your eyes open. Might return. I know you're here somewhere, scum. He's cunning. We'll meet again.
Let thy hands not be restless. Reveal yourself.
Coward gun. I'm heading back right now.
We got a prowler on the loose.
Yourself up. Come out. We both know you. Let thy hands not be restless. Give yourself up. Come out.
Let's just see what
We both
happens.
know you're weak.
Crack at this guy.
None of this would have gotten so bad if that damn
What?
fool Corvo killed the Empress.
Yeah, they're just running around like chicks with a
Someone's
head
down.
Righteous and pure.
Okay, now I hear you. Guards, get behind me! There you are. Bring him down, brothers. Flank him. I'll feed your heart to the hounds. Firing. A blessing for the man who kills them. Oh, I'll find you. Guards, to me. Stand clear. Take it. Where'd he go? Here you are. Firing. Ah!
One. Someone will pay for this.
I am not doing this very stealthily at all.
Come on. Or did we lose him? When I find you, it's gonna be bad. I know you're here some.
Assault plans, huh?
This map shows a coordinated sweep of the flooded district, but the overseers here didn't stick to the plan. Someone must have tipped them off.
When I find you, it's gonna be bad. Give yourself
Blades
up.
look so rusty.
We both know you're weak at heart.
I'm not reading Seven Strictures. That sounds like a pain in the butt.
Somewhere, scum.
Religious propaganda.
Let my hands not be restless. Reveal this.
You'd like to reveal me to have an errant mind, but that won't be happening, I'm afraid. Come out.
This is a waste. These ones never talk. Look at this. Are you paying attention? I am going to pull the pin in a moment. No one will even know you. Here. What is it? Let my hands not be restless.
your signal.
Oh, there's bone charm up there.
Give yourself up. Where is he? Come out. Both know you're weak at heart. Quiet. I know you're here. Where are you?
Wow, that guy actually... Oh, perfect time to slide them off that perch. Yes. Welcome, CD Runner. Welcome to the stream. Just playing some Dishonored. Mostly messing around in the sense that I'm not going for any specific achievements or anything like that. Just going through the story mostly.
Cut the rope. My hands are not survive. I'll await your signal.
When I find you, it's going to be bad.
No, it's not. Killed all your friends so far.
All right, you get off this time.
He's right above me, isn't he? Yeah, he's right there.
Let's see what happens if I get another crack at this guy.
And that's what happens when you try and get another crack at me. You die. Charm of bone variety. Yeah, I can get that. Of ox hearts. What's that? Max mana slightly increased.
They were given fair warning. The litany on the White Cliff itself forbid.
Back. I hear.
You hear nothing. There's someone talking.
Sharp. We got a prowler.
One down there, one over there. Poof. You're murdered. Get up there. Lootables over here. That sucks for me. Yep, I think I murdered just about everyone out. Every walkthrough of a ghost run has been edited in some way. I've actually done a ghost run myself. Yeah, Knife of Dunwall is pretty easy, but I've done the Clean Hands and Ghost achievement both in the same run. It took a long time, took several hours for each mission, but it is possible, and it does take some reloads. If that's what you mean by editing, then yeah, it's every one of those
What
is
is your
edited.
will?
Capture remaining
Capture
overseers.
as many as you can. Their plans are ruined.
Master Dowd.
Give me a report.
The Overseer leader is dead. We gave his body to the river crusts. After you freed our men, they routed the remaining Overseers. We control the Commerce Building again. They were planning a larger assault, but this group of Overseers attacked early, without the others from the Abbey.
Where's Lurk?
I'm here. I was held up. The Overseers had us trapped. They've... Oh. You.
Yes. Me. Everything is falling into place. Though I'd hoped the Overseers would be capable of finishing you in one try. Overseer Hume was just a little too ambitious. Fortunately, I still have one card left to play. Lurk?
Sorry, Dowd, but you knew this was coming. Even if you didn't think it was so soon. You've been slipping ever since the Empress died. It's my time now.
Your little empire's fallen to bits. Your men are dead in the streets, and our dark-eyed friend has lost interest in helping you.
Quiet, Delilah. You're right, but I'm going to show respect. Dowd, blades out. We'll do this properly.
Alright, just pausing here. Did it with no reloads once, couldn't get all the loot though. Yeah, trying to get all of the loot is definitely very, very hard. Especially with no reloads. Even on this run I've missed several runes. So it's kind of difficult. Anyways, let's see if I can beat Lurk. Alright.
You knew this was coming. I'll see you in the void.
Oh, that was my last save? Alright.
What is your will?
Capture as many as you can. Their plans are ruined.
Master Dowd.
Give me a report.
The Overseer leader is dead. We gave his body to the river crusts. After you freed our men, they routed the remaining Overseers. We control the Commerce Building again.
Yeah, I
They
can
were
see that. I'm
planning a
also
larger
playing
assault,
specifically on
but
hard
this group
on
of
this one.
Overseers attacked
So
early, without the others from the Abbey.
I don't have a lot of practice fighting.
I'm here. I was held up.
Let's get this. Oops. I missed that. Dark attack first really sucks though. Oh. Didn't heal up in time. I think I said it earlier in the stream, but I gonna reload that a bit. I'm not as familiar with the DLCs because I haven't played them as much.
Cut them down.
Master Dowd.
Meant to have them capture them. Whoopsies. That's a very slow death.
Give me a report.
The Overseer leader is dead. We gave his body to the river crusts. After you freed our men, they routed the remaining Overseers. We control the Commerce Building again. They were planning a larger assault, but this group of Overseers attacked early, without the others from the Abbey.
Where's Lurk?
I'm here. I was held up.
What else do I got? Here. Now.
I knew it would come.
I know the canon ending is to spare her, but I'm going high chaos in this one.
You once told me Billy Lurk was your finest pupil. Fast and strong with a sharp mind. It's no accident she was the only woman you ever trained. And she proved even more ruthless and deceptive than you thought. But she was no match for you. This is why, in a city of horrors, parents will scare their children with a legend of Dowd, the knife of Dunwall, who never chose sides, who preyed on the city's lords, who never swore fealty, who brought down overseers, once even an empress. I wonder what the final chapter will be. What happens to scary monsters in the end?
Alrighty. I think that was it for the DLC for this one. Yes, it was. So next time, you can barely hear the music. Next time we will be playing the next DLC, which is Brigmore Witches. We're going to be wrapping up the stream. Maybe we could do one mission. I don't know. We'll see. This last mission was really, really quick. Usually I try and stream for about 3 hours. But definitely next time for sure. We will be doing Brigmore Witches, which is the second DLC. And then whenever we're done that, we'll likely move on to Dishonored 2. Actually, I think Death of the Outsider comes before Dishonored 2. Or does it come after? I can't remember the chronology of it. Either way, the plan is to go through all of the Dishonored games on the Thursday slot, and then we'll choose what to do after that. I'll end that for now. I'll take us to the just chatting screen. Okay, yeah, so Death of Outsider will be happening after Dishonored 2 then. I was gonna look that up after stream and whatnot. Yeah, I'll look it up either way. So Death of the Outsider, spoilers, because we do have the spoiler tag on the stream. If you don't want to hear spoilers, then mute the stream or click off of it for now. But Death of the Outsider, for anybody who doesn't know, I know CD Runner knows. You play from the perspective of Billy Lurk, that person we just fought at the end, after she's had her confrontation with Dowd and whatnot. So it's kind of separate from the main story. And Dishonored 2 is set quite a bit after the events of Dishonored. and more. Actually, that one I won't spoiler, just because we will be playing through it, and you know, there are some twists to it. But yeah, it is set after the events of Dishonored by several years. I'll say that much. Alrighty. With that being said, let's see if we can find somebody to raid. People I was watching earlier have already finished. It might as well be Dishonored 3, but the thing is, Death of the Outsider isn't as long as the regular Dishonored games. So it's like 2.5 in my opinion. It's not a full game. I'm just looking at people that I am following here. There are several people who are playing Back 4 Blood, if you want to see more killing action. And another person that I follow who's playing Pokemon Sword and Shield right now, if you want to check them out. While I get this ready, I'll queue up the raid message. Oh, and CD Runner, since you are new to the channel, I am a changeling. I have shape-shifting abilities. Sorry, I was right in the middle of the mission when you joined in, so I completely forgot to mention it. I am a changeling. I do have shape-shifting abilities, and actually all of those pictures on the wall over there, those are different forms that I can change into. So including this form, I have 6 total forms that are ready, and I plan to make more over time. I'm not sure how I'm going to fit more on that wall, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But there is commands that you can run if you would like to come next stream. You're more than welcome to. Add points. There we go. And I usually start people off with 100 points, just because the stream element points you accrue a lot more slowly compared to the channel points that you could get, which I do not have active because I'm not going for affiliate. Yeah, so there are commands there that you could spend some of your points on. The points might change over time, yeah, for next stream, if you'd like to see me take on any of the other forms, feel free to redeem it, or there's hydrate and stuff like that in there as well. Okay. So with that said, I think we're actually going to go for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Assuming that she is still streaming. Yes. So we are going to raid Skycam the Shark. It's supposed to be Flash Raid, Skycam the Shark. So she is a shark VTuber. Right now playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. And she's got a really, really cool model. She does a lot of model work, and I've actually picked up a few tips from her. One of them I forgot to activate for this stream, unfortunate. But stuff like dynamic lighting for models and stuff like that. So whatever you have on your screen, it kind of lights up your model in that, background color. But yeah, so I'm going to take us to the ending screen. Cross my fingers that it works. We'll see if it does, because the last 2 times I tried it, it did not work. But we will be rating Skycam, and thanks for anybody who showed up. Oh, it is working. So in the future, if I get any follows or anything like that, the only moderator counted with stream elements. I don't know why I didn't count Zathy. but any follows and stuff would go on there. But, thanks for stopping by the stream.